To finish off this first segment of lessons, I'm going to give you something sweet to sip on while you take the exam. So that would be a chocolate shake. Do you like chocolate?
Yes, I do. A lot.
What kid doesn't like chocolate? And like I've been saying, if you have kids in the house and you're making something like this, get them up to the counter. It's never too soon to get the kids helping make great, healthy food. So he's going to help me out here, and we're going to start with putting in bananas. Now on bananas, you want to choose the ones that are spotted, right? See the spots on there?
Yes, I do.
Now this one is still on the green side. I wouldn't peel that one. It's hard. These ones are softening up. The sugar is ripened in them. This one will give you constipation. These won't. So that's how we fly with bananas. When they're ready and spotty like this, I peel them and stick them in the freezer. And that's the case for this. We could use fresh bananas, but that's just a smoothie. We want a chocolate shake. And so we're going to use frozen bananas, right? So you can just plop those right into the vessel here.
They're very frozen.
Very frozen. He can attest to the fact that they are frozen. Boom. Okay. And then the best ingredient of all would be
chocolate.
Chocolate. Let's throw some chocolate in there. This is cacao powder. You could use cocoa as well, but this is just the cacao powder. Then, for that creaminess in the background and to make this really thick and healthy, we're actually going to put in some rolled oats. Okay, so let's put those in there. Go ahead. Good job. Okay, and then to activate the flavors in chocolate, we're going to bring sweetness and a touch of salt, and it balances it out in a beautiful way.
Like salt goes in smoothies?
It does.
I mean, milkshakes?
Yes. Most of the chocolate you have, even when you get a chocolate bar, has a little bit of salt in there to activate the flavor of it, believe it or not. So, this is optional. If you don't do salt, you don't have to put it in.
And speaking of salt, did you know Disneyland puts salt in their water so you get more so they get more money? Because salt makes you more thirsty.
Wow, I haven't heard about that. That's a pretty amazing fact, if it is a fact. This is a pinch, these tiny little spoons. So you can put a pinch of salt into the shake. Go ahead. Awesome. And that's, of course, the healthy Redmond real salt that I use. You can go ahead and put in our nut milk. Whatever nut milk you have is fine in something like this. So just choose whichever one you've got. It'll work out great. And then instead of putting processed sugar in, we don't want processed sugar, right?
That's bad for you.
That's right. And what we're doing here is inspecting. I'm going to hand this over to King, and he's going to open it up and look for any bugs and remove the pit, and then he can put the date into the shake. Looks good, right? Just put the pit down in the bowl. Yeah. Awesome. Looks good. He's really doing a great inspection job here. Okay, and you want to inspect that one. We'll put these into here. Boom. Looks good. Okay. So, and then one of the other things that is always in a good chocolate is some vanilla. Okay, and this is really wonderful, taken from the blossom of the vanilla flower that the orchid comes out, the vanilla bean grows on.
It's funny because like chocolate and vanilla.
You want to squirt that in there? Just take the whole dropper and you can squirt it right in here.
It's funny because chocolate and vanilla are like the polar opposite, but you have to use them in like a chocolate milkshake.
They come together in a beautiful dance. And then optionally, you can add some maca in if you want it to be a power smoothie. Because this one's for a kid, I'm probably going to not put the maca in. I don't think he needs the extra energy.
No,
King has plenty of energy on his own. Okay. Then we will put this up on the blender, and you can come on over here, King. See how it's all working together? What we want is those oats to blend into a creamy background. So it's going to take a minute. Okay, now you can start slowly bringing the dial up. It's like driving a car. You can hear everything breaking up.
Yeah.
Can't you?
Can I do it fully now?
Yep. Awesome job. And now we got to do a taste test just to see if all of the oats are blended in. Oh, this is a chocolate shake for sure. A little bit more blending just to get those oats blended in. So go ahead and hit the start button there.
Here we go.
Nope, you don't, just once. There you go. Now you can turn the dial up. And you can go pretty quickly up to high. Okay, now it's built up a little bit of warmth, although it is still a cold shake. But you can add in some ice cubes if you want to have that really wonderful icy ice cream kind of shake experience, which is, I know, what King wants. We'll put in some ice cubes here. Okay. Ready for a treat. So, the best judge of all for a chocolate shake is a child. Is you. You're right. So let's see if we pass the test. Take a drink and tell me what you think.
It's great.
I love the mustache.
I'm an old man now.
Great. So here's to chocolate.
Here's the chocolate.
Cheers.
I like it.
So good.